There may be explicit language in today's episode. Viewer discretion is advised.
Bro, we're not even 5 minutes in.
I hate him, dude. I hate him.
Dom's gearing up for the
Do
March
it.
Madness special this year.
Do it, but in a appropriate manner.
I can't do that. I work with teenagers, dude. I literally cannot do that. So many bad
Impossible.
words go through my mind just about every moment of every day.
Well, let's talk about a good thing. Let's talk about the Red Hot Penguins, because
Penn
I'm trying to
wins,
get
baby.
you here
Oh,
'cause
boy.
for some reason it's not working.
shout out to my bottle opener. The Penguins bottle opener too. We got all kind of Pens gear out here today.
I don't have any of my
I
Penn
got a
stuff here.
Penguins hug. Wait, hold on. Fun fact. Cool story here. This will kind of lead us into the Pens. 10 years ago, I went to my first Penguins game with my buddy Ross, and I got a puck from that game. And just this year, on the 10-year anniversary, I really started getting into the Penguins again, as much as I was in 2016. 10 years ago, what happened in 2016?
Won a cup. Listen, this team's kind of fire, dude. I can't even lie.
I don't know a lot about hockey. I will openly admit that. I don't really understand all the rules and everything, but I do know when the Penguins have more points on the board than the other team, they get a win, and that's all I care about.
Yo, massage parlor got shut down in Harbor Creek. Or no, on Peach Street. No, there's one in Harbor Creek and one on Peach Street.
So where does that put the Penguins in the standings for the cup or for the conference?
Second in their division. What? Probably.
In their conference, it puts them
Fourth?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back. I think, if I calculated that properly.
Roughly. Yeah, that would be correct.
Either way, they play the Blackhawks Thursday. Tomorrow, Blackhawks are under 500. Then they play the Rangers, who are also under 500 to close out January. Then they get the Senators, Islanders, Sabres. I'm kind of hoping Leon Draisaitl comes to town so Dom can go watch.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Dude, Leon Draisaitl on the 22nd against the Penguins. 19 minutes, 17 seconds on ice. 2 hits, 4 shots on goal. Finished with a plus-minus of -2.
It's a lot of ice time for that plus minus.
We should be getting more.
Might I also remind one in here named Mike. Leon Draisaitl all time is -14 in Stanley Cup final games.
Bro, anybody that doesn't know Dom is, just so you know, anybody watching this from now on, just rage bait Dom in the comments about Leon Draisaitl because it's so easy.
You can try, you won't win.
It's working for me. It's working.
No, but you don't win. You never win. Because
Okay.
I just back up the rage bait with facts, and then it's good, and then it's fine.
Okay.
So speaking of the Edmonton Oilers, I'm pretty sure that Dom never in his life expected to hear the phrase I'm about to utter of Stuart Skinner is on a heater right now.
It's mind-blowing. It's
Dude,
absolutely mind-blowing.
Last five,
When you get rid of that liability number 29 up north.
dude, last five, which include 4 wins and a 1-0 loss to the Bruins, Skinner's got a save percentage of .923 in his last 5, which isn't insane, but is
Better.
very,
It's
very
better.
good.
It's better. Like, dude,
Way
watching
better.
Stuart Skinner the last 2 years in the finals, You just watch them. You're just
Swiss
like,
cheese, dude.
dude, you're just like, how did they make it this far with a terrible goaltender and a super overrated forward that is Leon Draisaitl,
What
who is
about the
by
other
far
guy?
the worst defensive forward in the NHL. Am I wrong?
No, really
It's
not.
terrible. It's amazing. It's amazing what Stuart Skinner is capable of when he gets rid of his ass.
So Dom, what
That ass is
you
fine.
haven't been on in a while, so what are your thoughts on the Pens on this run right now?
Honestly, man, I'm just gonna, man, I don't even know where to begin, to be honest with you. But the one thing I will say, nothing matters until the postseason.
That's a fact.
Nothing matters until the postseason.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Which
mean
is,
sure.
they're sitting pretty in the Metro right now, but like
oh, look
the
great in the Metro right now.
Islanders are sitting right on their tail, only 2 points back. I mean,
This year specifically, though,
the
it's
Metro is
just gonna
weak.
be so hard. It's gonna be so hard for anyone from the East to win the cup this year because the Avs are nasty.
Yeah,
They're
well, the
they're
Avs are lighting the
gross.
league on fire, running away with the President's Trophy, but that all but guarantees that they won't win the cup.
The President's Trophy winner has never won the Stanley Cup,
It's a
which is
crazy
crazy.
stat from a certain guy.
I think it's super crazy because like I've watched the Avalanche play a few times, and I don't even think they're better than that Bruins team that won it a few years back.
Yeah,
That Bruins team that won the President's Trophy was, oh my
unreal.
dude, gross, gross. It's
So
just there's just a
it
lot, man. There's a lot to process there.
was that was the Bruins team, if I recall correctly, that got reverse swept by the Panthers?
You would be correct.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they
You
were
would be correct.
disgusting. So overall though, I mean, the West is like super top heavy this year. You only got
You have
one,
the
two,
Avs, you have the
three, four,
Wild.
5, 6. You got 6 teams total with 60 or more points in the West compared to the East. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over 60 in the East. I mean, look at the Atlantic. It's like Lightning have 70, Red Wings have 69. Nice.
Nice.
Sabres, Canadians, and the Bruins all have 65. So there's going to be some big shakeup. Obviously, you know, for the Pens, their biggest benefit right now is they have 63, which is lower than all of those teams, those first 5 in the West or in the Atlantic. But the fact that we're sitting so high in a weak Metro this year is really a benefit for us because of the way seeding works and the way playoff selection works.
Yeah.
I don't know how it'll shake out, man, but I'm excited and I hope to see them win a cup again.
I sent it to the Instagram group chat earlier. It was from like last week when we played the Oilers, but just watching watching Malkin pickpocket Connor McDavid and break away for a score was the most beautiful thing ever. I don't know where this juice from Malkin over the past like year and a half has come from. Because for like the previous 2 years before this stretch for Malkin, it was like, oh my God, this dude needs to retire. He's like just a cinder block, like sliding across the ice. Like he can't move. He looks tired. He looks like he's done. And now all of a sudden he's just like juiced out of his mind again. I don't know where the hell it came from.
Well, you think he's in the mindset kind of like, as we'll move into here shortly, kind of like Giannis, where he's going to get traded to. Giannis is in a win now situation. Penguins are kind of in a win now situation because Crosby's not getting any younger. Neither is any of their big three. Kind of seems like this year it's a win now or die, really.
Pretty much. I mean, pretty much.
Yeah,
Like, now
the young roots are crazy though. I mean, I forget what it was. Dom, I rattled this stat off a couple weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago, I think. the Pens have like 24 draft selections in the next 2 seasons, and like
Mhm.
19 of them are in the first 3 rounds or something like that. It's something
Yeah.
absolutely stupid. Like, it's absolutely ridiculous. And there's already some good pieces on there. Chinakov's been playing well when he's in. Ben Kindle just looks like a clone of young Sidney Crosby on the ice half the time, the way he can feed the puck. It's like unreal. And Crosby, honestly, doesn't look old in the slightest.
No, dude, he ages like fine wine, and it's
Dude,
incredible.
there's not a single player in the
It's
league.
absolutely incredible.
There's not a single player in the league right now that can tip a puck the way Crosby can to score.
For sure.
No, dude, he looks like he could play another like 5 years.
And at that point, we're talking about him potentially running down like every single record the NHL has to offer. Points,
Yes.
goals, assists, like everything is within grasp if he keeps playing like this.
I mean,
yeah.
dude, and he's got a chance to win another gold medal, which I would say I would assume that this is his last Olympics.
Probably.
I mean, dude,
Probably,
that roster is just juiced.
I mean, dude, he's easily on pace for another point per game season right now.
Oh yeah,
He's got
easily.
57 in 51 games. Like, it's
easily.
and that'll be how many straight seasons of point per game?
A lot.
Yeah, like
A lot.
crazy. Absolutely nuts. He's got 27 goals and 30 assists too. So it's not like he's just like it's not like a McDavid season where he was like, "Oh, I'm just going to get assists." Like, dude's scoring and helping score almost on the same rate.
No, this
He's
team,
projected
I
to
mean,
finish the season with 92.
which is insane. It's insanity.
He's plus minus 3 right now. He's projected
He's
to be
what,
plus minus
38?
5. Yeah. He's projected to be plus minus 5 at the end of the season as of right now. He is 38 years old.
Anyone that plays in the NHL that long, they're never they're never like a flashy forward. It's always goalies and just enforcer defensemen.
Yeah.
yeah.
Dude, he's doing this at 38, dude. It's just a sight to see.
Also, saw the headline when it broke a couple weeks ago. Blake Lizotte extension, like that.
Oh man.
Alex, I just accept. I'm playing college football, by the way, on the side, and I'm Southern Mississippi. I just accepted their head coach spot, and I just got Jim Knowles as my defensive coordinator.
Let's go. Southern Miss,
Um,
baby. Brett Favre, welfare fraud. Let's go.
Oh, Mike, I think we've talked enough about the Penguins. You want to go ahead and rattle off your BS about the NBA that nobody else cares about but you?
Uh,
well, then we can
I
move
got a
on
few
from
things.
NBA. If
There's
that's
a
the
few
case.
things I could rattle off about the NBA.
No,
It
that
sucks.
no
It's
one else
boring. I would
thinks
rather
except
watch
me.
college every day of the week.
I love when you're muted.
Shay's not a top.
Good thing I can
5
unmute and just
guard.
say that Giannis isn't going anywhere. Simply.
Shay is not a top
Shams,
5 guard.
Shams just said that Giannis is looking for a new home, so there's a good chance he's going to be traded next week.
Well, you can assume he's going to go to the Lakers so LeBron can get another ring so they can continue to push that narrative that he's the best to ever play the game.
Probably, but no. Real quick, I think, at least from the top of my head, Dom, if you tell me and you ask me where do I think Giannis is going to go next, if he were to be, if they find a deal by next week, I'm thinking Golden State or Miami.
Come on home, Giannis.
Golden State is a little bit of a stretch because I don't know, because like they're a little bit of a mess this year. Not I don't want to say mess, but like
Come on
I don't
home,
know.
Giannis.
Does
It's
feel
okay.
like it does feel like it does feel like Golden State's dynasty, I don't want to say is over, but like
yeah,
I
it
don't know.
kind of looks
They
like it's
they,
gonna
they
be.
they lost Jimmy Butler, so it's like I don't really know. but I can see him go to the Lakers maybe. But I don't know. They'd have to give up a lot if they did. But
Can I
Dom, where do you?
just say that this year's Thunder team gets beat in 4 games against the 73-9 Warriors?
Really?
Yes,
You think so?
abso-freaking-lutely.
I don't watch any
Good job.
NBA. I just know that Shea's
Dom,
a free
literally.
throw merchant from what everybody says.
Shea's not even top 5 guard in the NBA, in my opinion.
Bro,
I
need
know
people on here 'cause
4
it'll-
people that would argue to the death of you saying that.
He's not. He's just not.
Name 5 better.
Anthony Edwards, and this is not in any order. Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Luka, Steph Curry.
I don't know, Dom. I don't think you can really argue with a 32, 4, and 4 stat line.
When 20 of those are coming from free throws, I absolutely can. I watched him go to the free throw line 24 times in the season opener.
He attempts 8 free throws a game, or
That's
9 free throws a
ridiculous.
game.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
But he's shooting 90% from the line.
Good for him. He should. He's professional.
Listen, I'm just trying to engage with you
Wait,
on this
did you
because
say?
I could care less
Wait,
about
Dom,
NBA.
what'd you say? What'd you say?
Nothing.
Yeah, he did. Dude, literally all 3, and we're not even 20 minutes in.
He should.
Shea's
He
definitely
should shoot
top
90% from the line. If I dedicated my whole life
Oh God, here we go.
to a sport, my whole life, and I knew I was good at it, and I knew I was going to make millions of dollars, I would sure hope I can shoot 90% from the free throw line.
Dude, Tal Moon High won our state championship in 2018. Telling you.
Free throws, man.
Got fouled up a bunch at the end of the game. Boys were ice cold.
I just don't think. I just dude, it. I don't think Shea is a relevant guard in the NBA 10 years ago.
That's fair. That's a fair point.
Because the game is soft.
Yeah,
Which is why I don't watch it.
yeah. Yeah, for sure.
If I wanted to watch 3-pointers get heaved 40 times a game, I'd watch the Nebraska Cornhuskers play basketball this year. And I did
Like, you
last
go-
night.
Dude,
Or you could just go anywhere in Western PA and check out a high school like AAU basketball game.
literally,
Yeah.
dude, I've watched more entertaining AAU tournaments at Edinburgh. In the dome. 30
That
degrees.
doesn't-
There always is a lot of those tournaments.
And those kids are fighting for their lives trying to get offered. No one's getting offered. But they think someone's getting offered. But no one's getting offered.
That's so fair.
Mike, do you have anything else on that?
No. Dom, real quick, do you think LeBron is going to stay a Laker for the rest of his career?
Yeah.
Okay.
The rest of his career is he's got like probably 40 games left, dude. He's probably gonna retire after the end of this year.
Yeah, I could see that too. I just was.
He started
Would it be-
golfing, dude. That's a sign.
Here's another good question for you. Does Bronny make the All-Star game just so they can be, I believe, the
don't-
first father-son duo to make an All-Star game together?
Yeah, probably not. Guess it kind of is.
Let's move on to something more exciting that we all can agree on.
Oh boy.
Partially. So I had
58 days till the tournament.
Well, yeah, that's exciting. We can get on that because we're gonna have extra time at the end.
Will we?
I want you guys to think back on this NFL season. Think of all the people that have played, all the people that got unfortunately hurt, cut their season short, blah, 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 the whole 9, whatever. I want you to give me 2 guys, or 1, either or, that you believe are going to be moved and or traded before next year.
I got my first one. It's the most obvious one. I mean, you can see it coming from a mile away. And that is the Cardinals trading Kyler Murray to the Jets.
Now that Dante Moore is staying in college, it is certainly looking more and more like a possibility.
There is nobody in the draft. I don't think Ty Simpson's worth that second pick.
I'm going to be totally honest with you. From what I know so far, I don't think besides Fernando Mendoza, I don't think there's a single other quarterback in this draft that I would spend a first round pick on, even if it's
Fernando Mendoza's
32.
first 5 years have been wasted
Well, yeah.
because he's gonna go get sacked 55 times over there in Vegas.
I have
Yeah,
mine.
he is right. He is right. That offense, like I said it last week, that offensive line needs to be fixed, or Fernando Mendoza will be running for his life.
It needs to be blown up and start over again.
What does
Whole
that?
organization does.
What does that? What blows up the offensive line? I'll tell you where I was going with this. Max Crosby gets traded.
I could see that.
Good see you.
Okay.
And I think Max Crosby ends up, drum roll, Kansas City.
No.
Right.
Chiefs went 7-6. Where would they go last year? 9-8, 8-9, 7-10, whatever the heck
Like
it was.
6 and
Anyway,
11.
6-11. Yeah. What do they really need on their team?
Edge.
Trade back.
Bad.
Trade back. Go get Max Crosby. I mean, it just fits. Then you kind of sew up the edge rush on your defense, because I don't think the Chiefs, I could be wrong here because I didn't fact check this before I looked into it, but I don't think the Chiefs pass rush was as solid last year as it had been in years past. I don't think they were even top 10 in the league when it came to pressures. I'll look that up right now so I can verify. So in terms of defensive sacks, they were not even in the top 15.
Damn.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
That to me that makes sense, because then the Raiders can get some picks out of that. Maybe another guy on the offensive line. The Chiefs get their edge rusher, kind of help their defense get moving a little bit more, so they don't have to rely on their safeties and corners so much to cover. I don't know. Seems like a fit. And another
that
way
really-
the Chiefs keep going.
Really just throws a wrench in my hopes for the Chiefs to draft Jeremiah Love at pick 9 this year. That would be so unfortunate.
Yeah,
Hey, I don't know what team is going to take a running back in the top 12 this year, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they're like the only one. Either them or like Cincinnati.
But Cincinnati made it do once Joe Burrow was back with Chase Brown, and he wasn't
Chase
bad
Brown.
once
No.
Joe Burrow got back.
Oh,
He was pretty
someone
solid.
boosting.
Yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting.
That's one of them.
I mean, I think this one is glaringly obvious. If you're, especially now with new management and stuff like that, I don't understand how you don't try and get out from underneath the Tua Tagovailoa contract
yeah.
if you're the Dolphins.
that's
Like, I don't care if you have to trade him for like, I don't even know. Like, trade him for like a 7th round pick and a pack of Swisher Sweets or something. Like, I don't even care. Just get out from under the contract. Get him out of there. It's over. It is so over.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
need to blow it up.
New coaching staff, get him out.
Dom, you got
2K used to be fun.
Dom, you got one?
Jador Sanders.
You actually got one?
Jador Sanders to the Toronto Argonauts.
I got another one if you want to hear it. This one kind of just developed today, actually, whenever the Browns decided to hire Munkin. So Schwartz was their defensive coordinator.
Absolutely terrible hire, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. That's a Browns move right there.
It's
You
hard
know,
when no one else wants to coach your football team, though.
Yeah.
'Cause
Exactly.
they don't want to deal with
Exactly.
your idiot of an owner.
Exactly.
And deal with Dom. I give you a chance to say Shador Sanders, you don't say it, and then I say something else, and you don't.
No, my throat's starting to
Legendary.
hurt. My throat's starting to hurt just saying his name, dude.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
My other one, like I
He's
was
gonna go to
saying,
the
that just
Argonauts,
developed
dude. 'Cause I
today.
guess they just be hiring anybody.
Hey, easy.
So
Probably
Schwartz
has a
was their
great time
coordinator.
holding up those
Myles
scout
Garrett.
cards.
Garrett loves Schwartz. What a perfect time for Munkin to just trade away Garrett when he's at his highest, get some crazy value out of him, restore the offense, and still keep some pieces on the defense. I rode with edges in this a lot, which was not my goal, but that's going to be the fastest way to flip teams around. I mean, we saw the the Cowboys go from a playoff team last year to horrible this year just by Micah Parsons.
Or what's going to happen is the Browns are going to trade away Myles Garrett for a bunch of draft picks, miss on all of them or mismanage all of them, and still be absolute garbage for the next 25 years.
That's more than likely the case.
In which case, I can't wait for Will Howard to be the next Ben Roethlisberger and just own the entire Cleveland Browns organization.
Either one of you have thoughts on that? Will Howard, next guy, the two Michigan guys.
Probably.
No. I mean, listen, dude couldn't cut it at Kansas State. Yes, he moved to a better school, and he won a national championship. We'll call it a legit national championship because it was.
Couldn't cut it at Kansas State?
He transferred out of Kansas State, and he lost his position to the backup, the Martinez dude.
Yeah, because Coach Kleiman brought in Adrian Martinez. It's not like Howard was playing bad. But the team was not that. What did they do with Adrian Martinez after Will Howard left?
It's Kansas State, man. If I'm being honest with you, I didn't even think twice about him.
Exactly. Bro won them a Big 12 title for the first time in how long? Like, dude was a winner when he started playing there.
Let's look it up when the last time they won a conference championship.
Probably not that long ago.
2022, they won one, which would have been, like you said, of course, can't think of his name. Will Howard. There it is. After that, you've got one in 2012 and 2003.
Yeah, so I mean, 10 years.
10 years and then 9 years. I don't know. I don't see McCarthy rolling with him. Maybe.
Charlie Batch really wants him to. I'll tell you that much.
I mean, if Will Howard can play decent enough, I mean, the offense obviously very glaringly needs help. So if he can hit the outs and the slants, then I mean, whatever. I guess.
I don't see a world. I don't see a world where McCarthy agrees to this continuous Band-Aid ancient veteran quarterback cycle that the Steelers continue to go through.
They need it. They by the way, we never even mentioned it. Yeah, of course, obviously, if you live under a rock, Mike McCarthy is the new head coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Listen,
yeah.
At first, I was like, what are we doing? Like, we refuse to change. Like, this is like, we wanted to lose, but not this way. After seeing the press conference, do I still like it? No. Will I give it a chance? Yes. That's what
I'm down for it. I mean, McCarthy, people don't talk about it, but like Aaron Rodgers coming out of college, like, was not revered for his amazing mechanics or his footwork or anything like that. Like, that was actually his biggest knock in the draft process, was the fact that his mechanics were robotic and his footwork wasn't great. And then he got to Green Bay, sat for a couple years, and Mike McCarthy developed him into what we have seen over the past decade and a half of Aaron Rodgers being a supremely talented ball thrower. Now, obviously, there's a great deal of talent in there that created that, but he developed him. And McCarthy's a West Coast offense guy. I think we've got good pieces for the West Coast system that he'll run. Will Howard is very intelligent. He was running, he was on, and people are probably going to laugh at this, but he was on John Gruden's quarterback school, and John Gruden runs a West Coast offense. It is a very wordy, very complicated offense, and that's what the West Coast system is. John Gruden is also a West Coast offense type of coach. So I think he would flourish in that system. And if he doesn't, then you suck and you get to draft a quarterback next year in a much better draft class. Boo-hoo. Whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
Although that quarterback draft class in 2027, I mean, it could be good, but you're relying on it being good by saying there's going to be at least 3 good quarterbacks come out of there, or 2. I mean, outside of what, Dante Moore, Arch Manning, Lenora Sellers, can't really think of another. Julian Sayin, maybe.
If he declares, I doubt he declares after next season.
But outside of that, I don't really know any other guys that are going to come out. Levitt.
Yep, Levitt.
I could see that.
Lagway.
Oh God, please no.
I don't know. I don't know if that draft class is going to be as solid as everybody thinks. I guess time will tell, of course, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dom, Bryce, what did you guys think of the Mike McCarthy hire? I know, Dom, you said in our chat you don't know what the hell we were doing.
I mean, it's the same thing as if Tomlin stayed, really. I mean, like, what really is the upgrade there?
Yeah, for sure.
I kind of was hoping that they went the mentor route, and I sat there and said that whenever I did my How I Saved the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple weeks ago. I don't know, man. I just really think in terms of the AFC North with who won the battle, I think the Ravens won the battle of hiring the head coach, and I think they won it by a lot, to be honest with you. But
Probably.
that's not saying that Mike McCarthy can't maybe supply some juice. I mean, he's a Pittsburgh guy, very clearly loves Pittsburgh from his press conference. He seems
100%.
very emotional about it. So maybe just that little bit of an edge there will make him want to restore some glory to Pittsburgh. I sure hope so, because
I like his passion.
like I said,
I like his passion.
yeah, the Penguins aren't getting any younger, and they're not going to be winning as much here soon. They're going to lose their big 3 within the next 5 years, more than likely. The Pirates, we don't even have to talk about because we haven't done anything since the first 2 weeks of the offseason. And the Steelers have been mid for years, so one of them's going to have to give. And if it's the Steelers, great, because then that everybody loves football, and Pittsburgh's kind of a football town. So hopefully,
Most definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Real quick, did we all say our second one? Wait, Dom didn't even say his first one.
Pass.
he's more excited to talk about March Madness here after this ad read.
That's fair. No, that's fair. My second one, Bryce, I know you wrote down specifically what you wanted from this, but can I do one that I think would be beneficial? That I don't think is going to happen, but if they did it, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Is it for the Steelers?
Yes.
I'll love to hear it.
T.J. Watt.
I don't hate it.
I don't
think
hate
it's
it
time.
either.
I think it's time. I think it's time.
Trade him to the
I
Chiefs.
think we should have done it 3 years ago.
For sure. 100%. For sure.
Looking back now, absolutely.
All right, I'll take my moment to bring this up while we're talking about Steelers defensive players. Cam Hayward, what are you doing?
Tiring.
Please
Getting
do,
old.
because this contract nonsense is so stupid. You're in the middle of a like $15 million a year contract right now. You're going to be making like $170 million in career earnings by the time this contract ends. How much more do you need, bro? Like,
Yeah, seriously.
that was my personal favorite thing about this offseason is anytime it happened, Aaron Rodgers would just consistently make fun of Cam Hayward for his contract situation, and it was so funny to me. I was so entertained by it.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Are we moving on? Was that it for everybody?
Ad read time for
Yep, I was going to say I'll pay the
Bills.
bills real quick.
Time for the bills to be paid before we talk about our predictions for the Super Bowl.
All right. This episode of Tailgate Talks is sponsored, as always, by DeFrisha Recycling and Junk Removal. DeFrisha is a family-run business out of Greenville, PA, that provides services such as vehicle purchasing, scrap metal purchasing, appliance removal, junk removal, garbage services, dumpster rentals, curbside pickups, house garage and building cleanouts, and demolition around the Greenville and Pittsburgh areas. If you or anyone you know are in need of these services, check out the links in the description down below. Go to their website or their Facebook page. Get in contact with them today. See if they provide their services in your area. Thank you to DeFrisha for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks. Let's talk Super Bowl.
All right, I'll start this out very easily because I don't have a ton to say. I'm gonna just really get into it here. All right, ready? In my eyes, here's what you got. You've got the Michigan Seahawks versus the Ohio State Patriots.
Okay.
Because Mike McDonald, Michigan defense coordinator 2022, stud, very clearly. Loved him. But it was the signs. Yeah, now 3 of our defensive coordinators are head coaches in the NFL 3 years post national championship. But yes, keep telling me it was the signs. I love to hear it. Then we move over to the Ohio State side. There's more Michigan guys over there, but I'm going to keep it very broad because Jay Harbaugh's there, Partridge is there, AJ Barner's there, so on and so forth. Then we go over to the Ohio State side, which is the Pats. Vrabel, Ohio State guy. Travion Henderson, Ohio State guy, won an Natty with Ohio State. There's more Ohio State guys on that team. I don't remember. I forgot. And I didn't write it down because I thought I'd remember, and I didn't. But there's more Ohio State guys on that team. I'm not saying that I'm picking the Seahawks to win, even though I would love to see them win, just because I think they've been waiting almost 10 years now to avenge that loss of throwing the ball on the 1-yard line.
Yeah.
So maybe now would be their time to do it. But I'm just excited it's not the Chiefs and the Eagles, if I'm being honest with you, man. I really don't care who wins. I would love McDonald to get not a national championship, a Super Bowl. I like the Seahawks team. I really do. But I also love just how the Patriots played this year. Young quarterback, young everything. Diggs is finally getting his chance at a Super Bowl. So I want the Seahawks to win. Am I going to be mad if the Patriots win? In no way, shape, or form. I'm just excited that it's not the Chiefs or the Eagles.
Okay, so I have one point to bring up that I love, because I love when destiny and history are tied into a game, right?
Is it what color is the Gatorade going to be?
No.
Purple. One day I'm
So-
gonna get it right.
There's a lot of tie-in here. If Drake May wins the Super Bowl this year, he overtakes Ben Roethlisberger as the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl. He would be doing so beating the same team that Ben Roethlisberger beat to set that record.
Might I add, Antoine Randall did throw a touchdown in that Super Bowl. Thank you.
Animal. Love that guy. Make him the next OC for all I care, to be totally honest.
Facts.
But yeah, so Drake May has a chance to become the youngest quarterback to ever win a Super Bowl, and he has the chance to do it by beating the same team that the guy who currently holds that record beat to get that title. Love that idea. I do think it would just be really, really, really hilarious for Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl, because I love every time that someone just flounders with the Jets, and the moment they leave, they're no longer floundering. It warms my heart.
It's nice.
So, either way, I love this. This is early 2010s football vibes at its finest. The Patriots are back in it again with another unassuming tall white quarterback, and the Seahawks are back in it. They're not with a weird short 3rd-round pick quarterback like they were the first time, but they're back in it, so I'm down.
Love
And
it.
I mean, can I just mention real quick the Tariq Woolen thing that happened in the NFC Championship game? 4th and 12 getting called for a taunting and then immediately getting a touchdown thrown on your head after is so funny to me. We were texting about it in my fantasy football group chat, and I believe I said that, I said Tariq Woolen was really doing his best Pac-Man Jones impression on that play. And it reminded me of the Steelers Bengals in the playoffs so much. That was hilarious. I'm sad Stafford's not in this Super Bowl, to be totally honest, but I think this is going to be a great one.
Yeah, for sure. Thing that I got to say about this, I'm with Alex on this one. If Sam Darnold, like I said last week, if Sam Darnold wins a Super Bowl, What a year in football for stories. Like Indiana, then Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. Now here's the thing though. Am I gonna be mad if the Patriots win another one? I don't hate Drake May or Mike Vrabel.
Oh, that's the other tie-in I forgot. So Drake May would have a chance to become the youngest quarterback to win a Super Bowl. He would be doing it against the same team that the current record holder did against, and he would be doing it to overtake that team in Super Bowl wins.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a crazy amount of tie-in.
May I just throw another crazy stat your way, Alex? If Sam Darnold wins a Super Bowl,
Oh, I
he
know.
is the first quarterback from 2018 draft class to win a Super Bowl.
Well, he already made history because he was the first one to make it, too.
Yeah.
So,
which is absolutely crazy to me. But that's it. That's all I wanted to add to.
That's
Since we're going
that's
on
all.
history.
It's all Sean McDermott's fault, guys. It's all Sean McDermott's fault. He
Oh, yeah,
drafted Keon Coleman.
Speaking of that, I mean,
His
are we surprised?
quarterback was emotional after a heartbreaking playoff loss. Like, oh my
Speaking
God,
of
my
that, are
quarterback
you
showed
shocked?
emotion.
Are you shocked that they hired Joe Brady? I know I'm not.
I'm not. That's not surprising at all. That's what they should have. That was the right move.
Dom, what do you think for the Super Bowl?
Is Dom frozen?
I think he's frozen. He is indeed frozen.
All right, you know what? I'll take this moment to say one last thing then. Brian Daboll, quarterback whisperer, Cam Ward season next year, baby. Let's go. Cam Ward season.
Did you see they were finalizing a deal to potentially bring Saleh?
They already did that.
They already did that?
Yeah, Saleh's been their head coach for like a week.
Mm-hmm.
I missed that.
There he
that
goes.
And there we go.
Yeah, no, Saleh's the head coach. They're bringing in Daboll as the OC, and that means Cam Ward season, baby. The reason I was so
completely
upset
missed
about
that.
the Saleh hire was because he wouldn't do anything for Cam Ward whatsoever. But now it doesn't matter because you have Daboll.
Yeah. Well, this was the part that Dom waited for all show, and now he's gone. So I guess we'll just start it. The next thing that I had on here is how much time do we have? We're running good,
15.
right?
About 15.
So we're running pretty good then?
Decently, yeah.
All right. Well, the last one was, I don't know how much basketball you guys have watched this year, but March Madness is coming faster than we think. Conference games have already started, and teams that are going to make it are already starting to be locked in, and teams that aren't going to make it are not completely locked out yet, of course, because of the championship, but at large, some of them are already locked out. So I've watched a lot of college basketball this year. So I want to do something fun here where you can pick two teams that you think are going to overperform and one team that will underperform, or vice versa. If you haven't watched a lot, then you can just kind of talk about basketball at all if you've even watched it. But that was kind of my thought, just to get some of the excitement for college basketball, because man, this season for college basketball has been one for the ages. You've got Arizona at 21-0, have not lost yet, which is powered by a sensational freshman. For one, hold on, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, we're good. But yeah, so Arizona's powered by a sensational freshman in Koa Pete. Stud. Absolute stud. But then you have a guard forward combo, or double guard combo, that's even crazier, which is run by, let me get his name right here. Jaden Bradley is the one guard, and the other guard is Braden Barrios, something like that. Mispronunciation, my bad. 21-0, which it takes a lot to be 21-0, especially, not to say the Big 12 is super good at basketball, but the Big 12 usually is pretty tough when it comes to basketball. So
Pretty solid, yeah.
they're having a heck of a year. I won't even talk about Michigan because they're having a heck of a year. You've got UConn right back in it. You've got Nebraska coming out of nowhere to be 20-1. Gonzaga's 21-1. I mean, it is just a crazy year, and I'm actually going to throw a stat at you guys because I think it's funny. So Gonzaga has one loss, Nebraska has one loss. They are undefeated versus every other team that they play, except when they play Michigan. Those are their only losses this year. And really, Gonzaga's was because Michigan was playing the absolute most absurd level of basketball I've ever seen in my life to start the season. And Nebraska, I mean, they got hot yesterday and they could not miss. And then second half, they got cold and they could not hit. But that's been part of it. Those teams are crazy. Miami, Ohio's undefeated as
Red
well,
Hawks.
which is absurd. You
That's
have
what I was
St.
about to mention.
Louis. You have St. Louis in the top 25. You have Miami, Ohio in the top 25. St. John's was a consensus top 5 team, and now they're just barely in the top 25. Just overall an absolute absurd year for basketball thus far. And
Can I highlight some scores from Miami, Ohio games this year so far?
please.
Okay, so in their last 3 games, they have had 2 games that are absolutely absurd. One of them being a 107-101 overtime win at Kent State, and the other being a 105-102 overtime win at home against Buffalo. That is ridiculous.
So the secret there with that is Miami, Ohio is shooting, like, I don't want to say this because I don't want to be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like almost 40% from 3-point range, which is unheard of.
Dude, I'm just looking at some of their scores. They played Trinity Christian on November 7th and won 129-49.
Yeah. I mean, that team can score. But it's the other crazy thing is here, we talk about the transfer portal a lot because everybody loves to talk about the transfer portal. But you have these freshmen coming in for these schools and just tearing it up. Cameron Boozer at Duke, Keaton Wagler at Illinois, McKinney at Michigan, Koa Pete at Arizona. I mean, there are just sensational freshmen coming in playing over guys that transferred because they thought they were going to have a spot on the team. It's been a college basketball year for the ages. The other thing that's weird that happened with basketball this year is I want to say it was Illinois that it happened, but a dude that was in the D League or G League in the NBA, I think is it the G League, Mike?
The G League, yeah.
Yeah. Is Bryce frozen now?
Oh my God, now Bryce is frozen?
That's
What the
crazy.
heck is happening?
Is like Mr. Freeze coming into our rooms and just freezing. Am I next?
Nah, for real.
Am I next? Did it go
Who's
from
next?
Did it go from Ohio to Greenville? That means I'm next because Bryce lives right beside me.
I'm
Oh,
right
there
here.
he is.
I cut out
okay.
for a minute. It's called the G League, right? We'll go back to that.
Yeah. Yes.
I think it's a dude from Illinois. He came back to college from the G League and is now playing for Illinois. There's more stuff that happened there, but somehow that happened this year too. I mean, it's been crazy. I don't know if you guys have anything else to add. Go for it.
Tar Heels are doing pretty good.
Tar Heels are doing good.
The Pitt Panthers will not make the tournament.
We knew that was coming before you even started.
Yeah, Tar Heels are in the top 20, number 17, I believe.
But
One of
no,
those losses coming to number 7 Michigan State. So, I mean, I'll take that. The other 2 coming against Stanford and SMU, which is fine.
But my thing with because I'll be real, I haven't watched a lot of college basketball because when you have to watch film for professional wrestling, that kind of takes up your time a little bit. But from what I know, I wouldn't be surprised if UConn sneaks back into the conversation for everybody because it seems they do that every so year, in my opinion.
UConn's in the top. UConn's number 2 right now.
Yeah. So
I mean, they're just nuts.
yeah,
Bryce, you want to hear a crazy one? Carolina, 12-0 at home so far this year.
Yeah.
Unbeaten. That includes, did they play? That includes a game against number 14 KU. So they've had some tough outs at home this year. Most recently, not at home, but they did have an 85-80 win at number 17 UVA, which is a good one. Not too many crazy ones. Next, coming up February 7th in like a week and a half or so, they've got number 4 Duke coming to Chapel Hill. That'll be a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've
for
got some decent ranked teams on the rest of their schedule. They've got number 20 Louisville at home, 22 Clemson at home, finishing the road, obviously. Finishing the year, obviously, on the road at Duke. So,
Screw Duke.
facts.
But I'll give you my teams, and then if you guys have any, go for it. I'm gonna go 2-2 just because I've watched so much and I can't narrow it down. So our overperformers is gonna come to a shock to a lot of you because I'm very against this team in particular. But I think I hate to say it. I think if Michigan State can make a long run, this year's going to be the year. In terms of defense, their defense is, I think they're number 1 in KenPom right now, and I don't think it's super close, to be honest with you. I believe Michigan State's number 1 in KenPom rankings for defense, and Michigan's number 2. So the state of Michigan is locked down in terms of defense. Yeah, Michigan State is number 1 in defensive rating at 89.6, and Michigan is number 2 at 89.8. So I guess it's a lot closer than I thought. Offensively, Michigan State is number 42, which really is going to hurt them when it comes tournament time. But like we see pretty much every year, it's not about the offensive side of the ball. A lot of the times, it's defensive side of the ball. So I think Michigan State's one of the teams that could potentially overperform. And then another one that I think could overperform, just based off of where they have ended up in the whole grand scheme of things, is let me go through this because I don't want to say it and be wrong. I was looking at this earlier. That's right. Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is now a sports school, by the way.
Apparently.
I don't know how, but Vandy was 18-0 at one point this year, and then they lost 3 in a row. And now they are currently sitting at, let me find them. Vandy is 18-3 still. Top 10 in offensive rating on KenPom and top 20 in defensive rating on KenPom. So definitely the skill is there. That's a no-brainer. I think they could potentially make a run, or they could be an early exit team. I'm more leaning on the side of not going the distance, because I think March Madness this year is going to be pretty simple who wins. But I could see them making a run. The other team, Alex, which I think you'll enjoy, is Texas Tech. They're really good, but I won't go into depth.
Yeah, Red Raiders.
I won't go into depth on that. Teams that I think could very much underperform this year, I'm going to say it, and a lot of people are going to hate this, especially if it reaches that fan base, but Nebraska, man. Listen, 20-1, like I said, is sensational, but I lived during the John Beilein era where Michigan shot 40 three-pointers a game, and they made a bunch of them. That is not going to get you far, because if you go cold, you're done. You are done. So I think in Nebraska, now bear with me here. They do get inside, they get in the paint, they do well there. But if you look at their shot charts, a lot of their shots are either directly within 10 feet of the hoop or outside the three-point line. There's not much mid-range game there or anything else. So I think Nebraska really needs to kind of figure out their identity here, what they're going to do if they do go cold, because they went cold last night and only put up 25 points in the second half.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one of the teams that's got to be careful. Another team that I'm looking at that I think is going to be very sad once it comes tournament time, because they're going to be very high on a lot of people's list, and a lot of people are going to be like, yep, this team is got a chance this year. This team is going to go and they're going to do it. And that is going to be Purdue.
I was about to say it.
Yeah.
Braden Smith's stud, don't get me wrong, but here's the deal. Number 2 in offensive rating. Very solid. Very solid. Number 29 in defensive rating. Like I said. Number 29 in defensive rating. I don't know, man. We said it. You see it year after year after year after year after year. It's not so much. It's not how many points you can score once it comes tournament time. Yes, it's important. You need to be able to put up points. But if you cannot defend the ball, you're going to struggle. You are going to struggle unless you can somehow catch fire at the right time and soar through those, 5 games to win it all? 64, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, yeah. So, I don't know. I think Purdue and Nebraska could figure it out. A lot of that was Big Ten, because I've watched a lot of Big Ten basketball this year. And I've watched a lot of SEC basketball too, but more of it's just the glaring problems with the Big Ten, since the Big Ten's usually the basketball conference, we'll say.
Yeah. So what is it? 2 underperform, 2 overperform?
You could do 2, 1. You could do 1 and 1. You could do 2 and 2. I'm not whatever.
I'm gonna go 1 and 1 just for time's sake.
Okay.
My overperform. And this is just to pop the boys. Give me McNeese. Yeah,
I don't think McNeese is even
Yeah.
going to make the tournament this year.
don't care. I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say that just to see what you guys would say. But no, for overperform, I know I just said 1, but it's a toss up for me between Virginia and Houston. I could see Virginia sneak back in, but I can also see them possibly lose before the tournament. I don't know. We'll see. And then what am I missing? Underperform? Yeah, underperform.
You can say Pitt, but we already knew that.
Yeah, Pitt. Um, for me, it's probably either Duke or Kansas, to be honest. Duke probably not, because it's Duke in the tournament. But yeah. That's probably yeah. I mean,
Yeah. So
I'm almost sketched out with
overperform.
literally any ACC team. I know it's not football, but literally any ACC team I'm sketched out about.
Yeah, so for me, for overperform, I'm actually going to go with a team that we already mentioned. I'm going to go with Miami, Ohio. I think they're already overperforming. And I think that's evident. Like I said, you're getting into 100, you're getting in 200 total combined point games with Buffalo and Kent State. Games like that. And I love the MAC. I love me some action, but
Action.
how is that going to translate to the tournament? I don't know. So, fantastic season from the Red Hawks so far. Like I said, 21-0, playing out of their minds. They can score probably statistically about as well as anybody right now, I would imagine, just based on looking at some of their games that they played and the way they score. So, love them. Love me some action, but realistically, against top flight competition, I don't know how that's going to go. And for underperform, I'm going for the throat, man. Going for the throat. I'm going for the current number 1 team in the poll. I'm going for Zona.
Yeah.
Very likely.
Yeah.
Past couple years, they have been very, very, very good. Typically the 1 seed in whatever region they end up getting put in. But I don't think they've been able to escape either the Elite 8 or the Sweet 16 in those past couple, 4 seasons under their current head coach. I believe he's been there 4 or 5 years or whatever. I believe the furthest they made it is the Elite 8, which by no means is a bad thing whatsoever. That's awesome to be a perennial contender in the tournament and make it, past the first half of the bracket. But they're the number one team in the country. You expect them to play well enough to win a title or at least make it to the title game. And they have not even been able to make it out of the Elite Eight. So they are my overperformer, or they're my underperformer, I'm sorry, for the season.
Yeah, I like that. I will preface this before everybody freaks out that's watching. It's still very early in college basketball. There's only 5 teams, I think, that are for sure locks on this one guy's metrics that I follow that locks teams in and locks teams out based off their performance. There's only 5 teams locked in as of right now.
We're still looking at like another 10, 12 games left in the season, I think.
Let's see. You're looking at, cutoff is the first week in March. Conference championship week starts that following week. March Madness selection shows that Sunday. You're looking at probably, 10, 12 games, 10 to 15 if you count March Madness into the equation.
Yeah, regular season, just going based off of what I had up on my screen, regular season, North Carolina has 11 games left on their schedule for the regular season. So regular season plus conference tournaments, and then obviously the NCAA tournament or the NIT for those of you who weren't quite good enough. I don't even know if they're going to make it there this year. So
we'll come up with a segment once we get a little bit closer to conference championship week and that starts to settle out, where we predict conference champions. Maybe we could even do something like that, something fun. But yeah, still way too early in terms of who's going to make it, who's not going to make it. But I think it's going to be a fun March Madness year. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for the special this year.
It's going to be interesting. We also, because I'm telling you guys on the spot right here, since we obviously do not go to Edinburgh anymore, it does look like we will have Landon back this year. Yeah. So we need to pay the bills one more time and send it out. By the way, my prediction for the person that's going to win the Royal Rumble this weekend, Roman Reigns.
If we're going last second thoughts here, Patty Pimblett, Justin Gaethje, fight of the year, in my opinion already. I don't know if you can top that. Scouses don't get knocked out.
And Alex's last words, this episode is sponsored by...
Yep. Those will be my last words. So I will get to it now because Mike said it already. Beat me to the punch. That's all right, though. This episode, as always, is sponsored by Defrisher Recycling and Junk Removal. If you or anyone you know are in need of their services, check out the links in the description down below. Go to their website or their Facebook page. Get in contact with them today. See if they provide their services in your area. Thank you, Defrisher, for sponsoring this episode of Tailgate Talks. And with all the last words already being out of the way, good night, America.